It does take hip flexibility on this one, so it's good to perform those deep hip stretches to get the hip opened up for full range of motion, because you are angling that kick in. The striking surface could be right here on the side to the bottom of the foot is really the striking surface. That's where you want to make contact. Okay. See that hop in between? You don't really have to hop up. It's more going forward. You're pretty much replacing the foot. The foot and back is going to along the lines of replace the foot in front. Yeah, it'll be on the opposite side, of course, but it's going to replace that stability, if that makes sense. See, this leg in front is my drive leg, the leg that's stable, right? But when you do the hop, the exchange, that back leg comes up and plants, becomes the stability leg. Make sense? Okay, and so that is the instep kick. And once again, you can do that from the forward and the back leg in front stance. Okay. Half sweep iron broom. All right? This one is a low to mid range, okay? And we're not going to go any higher than the waist with the iron broom, okay? And you can do this one for a front stance. I'm also going to show this one from a side horse because it's often applied from a side horse. Let me go ahead and open back up to formal front stance. Get centered. Try to keep that jaw clenched. Try to keep it closed, not too tight. You don't want to focus tension, too much tension, to distract from your strike. But do try to keep that closed. I know it's a tough habit. Anyway, here's the half sweep iron broom. For level 1, it is a half sweep. We're not going to follow all the way through. Here, I'll show you what I mean. First thing, can't tell if you can see me in frame. This foot in front on the drive leg is going to open up. If you can see my foot, you'll see it actually step out to the side. See that? How it pivots, it rotates. You can get on the ball of your heel on the stability leg and open up. This is actually going to allow my hips to open up. That's what you want. It's going to help you really swing the leg through for better power, okay? So first step to the half sweep iron broom, open up the hip, open that foot up, okay? Once it's there, you're pretty much ready to go. That back leg is going to be the attacking leg. And I'll show you the half sweep. Here it comes. And then back down. Open up the hip. And back down. The striking surface is the shin to down here to the foot. When you would use the top of the foot is more for precision striking. If you really just want to pop the opponent in the ribs, maybe pop the opponent in the side of the head, if it were a roundhouse, not an iron broom, excuse me. An iron broom is low to mid range. The roundhouse we'll do next. That's upper range. But for the most part, you're going to want to use this as your striking surface. This whole shin body here, and really drive that through whatever area of the opponent you're attacking. Okay. So think shin. Let me show it again for you. It's like you're doing a soccer kick almost. It's really important that you open up the hip so you can drive through the target. If I keep that hip closed, watch what happens. It doesn't allow me to get that full rotation I need. It really restricts the hips. I've got to open the hips up and strike through, strike past. If I'm trying to take the legs out of the opponent using an iron broom, imagine going through the legs. Now, since I'm calling it half sweep, half sweep iron broom. The reason is this: for level 1, to build up your balance and coordination, we're only going to go halfway and stop. Then come back. Open, stop, and come back. It's just really important. It's just good advice overall to break this one down, to build up your coordination, so that when we get to level 2, you'll be able to do the full sweep iron broom with ease. See that? I want to come all the way through. Okay? For level 1, for practice application in level 1, it's just half. And we're still going to practice some pads and get some good hitting with it. Okay, you can do it from the front leg. The back leg foot, it's going to come up, but it's not going to come up as a straight foot. It's going to come up to the side. Your hip's going to be opened up. When that back foot steps up, the hip's open. Does that make sense? You're rotating the foot as that back foot steps up to plant. It's not going to step up straight. It's going to step up sideways with the hip open already. Open hip, bam, pop. Open hip, pop. See that? That back foot's going to step up sideways. Hip open, first and foremost. And then it just becomes natural at that point to be able to swing that leg. Let me give you from a side view. I know it's difficult to see. Excuse the poor quality of my camera. Okay. So watch the back leg. It'll come up or to the side. It's not going to step forward as a straight foot. It's going to step up sideways. Kick. Then get back into front stance. Makes sense? And then you just get right back into front stance. I do call it hop, but it's just more of an exchange. You know, of the balance of the positioning of your body. Think of it more that way. Because hopping, once again, that up and down, thinking of it as an up and down will affect your breath. Just think of it as a power exchange. That back foot's just going to come up, step up, become the new power leg to get the front leg nice and loose to explode. All right, so that is the half sweep iron broom. Now let me show you the roundhouse. And again, we're only going to go halfway. That's what makes this roundhouse very difficult for level 1. Roundhouse is mid to upper range. So from the waist all the way up to the head. Like I said, a good striking surface for the head from roundhouse. Top of the foot. Smack that side of the face. Heck, if you can get the shin all the way up there, if you've got great flexibility and you can hit the person in the head with the shin, then heck, go for it. But it's hitting down here with the foot, the striking surface. It gives you a little more distance between you and the opponent. You can pop the opponent's ribs from a further distance. When you come in with the shin, you really are committing to the kick. Okay? Here, I'll show you what I mean. I can just pop the ribs. No, I'm doing the roundhouse right now. Let me go into a formal front stance just to keep drilling this for you. Just like the iron broom, the roundhouse, I'm going to open up that hip. So the leg in front opens up to the side, hips open. Now, if I wanted to attack from a distance, so I'm not really committing to the strike, I'm still delivering an attack, an effective one, but from a distance so that if the opponent counters, you know, I can easily escape. It'd just be a pop with that top of the foot. To the ribs, to the face, anywhere that's vulnerable. Of course, with the iron broom, you can pop the knee. And I'll just keep it at mid-range here so you can see in frame. But of course, the more effective kick, the one that's going to deliver more power, more damage, is using the shin.